Greetings, everybody. So I'm Ann Lewis. I'm the CEO of CareSouth Carolina, and I'm starting something new. I'm going to try this video blog to have an opportunity to kind of bring everybody up on what's going on at CareSouth and hopefully get you interested. And if you want any further answers or questions, you'll be able to get hold of us, and we'll see what we can do to add some interest or some services that you may be interested in. So, what is going on at CareSouth Carolina? One word: growing by leaps and bounds. And we're growing in a lot of different areas. We've got 3 new medical buildings that are being built, and one that's very close to occupancy. That's a big one that's up there in McCall. If you haven't been up to McCall lately, take a trip up there and take a look at this great big new building. It's going to have a lot of new services in it. Drive-through pharmacy. We're going to have some wellness services, a gymnasium for folks, and it's going to be a real asset for that community and for the patients around there. And don't forget that in that community there's also some free transit that's become available since December. So folks that need to get around in Marlborough County and get to our office and get to the new building and everything will be able to hop on a van and have some free transit. So a nice development. Right on the heels of that, up in McCall, are 2 other new buildings that are underway virtually. Chesterfield is going to have a new building. They are going to be located over there where Tri-County Community Mental Health and Department of Social Services currently are. We've got a nice piece of property over there. And it won't be quite as big a building as McCall, but it's going to have a lot of the same things. We're going to have a drive-through pharmacy, and we're going to have a space in there for community meetings and so forth. And then, very exciting, Dillon County is going to have a new building. We're going to be over there in Dillon County, right across from where the current prison is. A lot of people know that location because the Humane Society has their location over there. We're building a very similar building. What's going to be unique about that building is we're going to share space with the Department of Health, who are going to be providing their WIC services, and we're going to be providing the Title X family planning services. So wow, lots going on in that area. We're also building a new pharmacy location outside of our current building in Hartsville. We currently have a pharmacy in Hartsville, but it's inside of our building, and we're going to take it outside, and yes, we're going to put a drive-through there. So we're hoping to make our services a lot more accessible and a lot more available to patients. Whoever idea it was that CareSouth would be building 3, 4 new buildings all at one time, I feel like shooting them, because I'll tell you, it's running us ragged, or at least it's running me ragged. As if that wasn't enough, we've got some really kind of exciting and different services that are being offered via telehealth. Telehealth is not as great a mystery as some folks think it is. It's just talking to your provider, but instead of being face-to-face and in the same room, you're face-to-face, but one of you, the provider, is on the screen, and for the provider, you're on the screen as a patient. Medical University of South Carolina is helping us, and we are imminently going to be able to roll out school-based telehealth services in Dillon County. This is really going to be an exciting development because school kids often have a very difficult time being able to access services, and their parents frequently can't get back to school because they're working or they have transportation barriers to be able to get them home when they're feeling sick. So we're really excited about school-based telehealth services that's going to be rolling out in Dillon County. As long as we're talking about expanded services, our dental services are expanding. Many of you may be familiar with our provision of dental services in many of the schools around the area. Well, the Duke Endowment has provided us with a grant that we're going to be able to expand those services. Probably Chesterfield County, and hopefully some additional expansion in Dillon County. So things are popping with dental services also. We're also thinking about being able to expand our services that are on those mobile vans. Would you believe that right now CareSouth has 4 big mobile vans that are on the road? If you haven't seen one, just keep your eyes peeled because you can't miss them. They're big. We have 3 that are for medical services. One that is called the Rhodes van, and you may see them in schools and even in churches and other locations. One is called the Freedom van, and we're working with alcohol and substance abuse agencies to be able to partner with them and bring opioid treatment and recovery services in those locations. The other one is called the Care van, and we have it as a backup for when disasters may come to our area. And we need to move a team into an area that has been hard hit. In the meantime, when there's no disaster, we will be using that van in school-based services. So, if you're wondering what CareSouth is doing, we're running at 100 miles an hour. We're trying to keep up with our buildings and our services and every opportunity that's out there. It's so good to be able to have partnerships with folks like the alcohol and substance abuse agencies, mental health agencies, the medical universities of South Carolina, and all their new services that are going to be available. We appreciate those partnerships. It means quite a bit to us. And we look forward to a whole new array of services. It'll be happening. Stay tuned.